Roethlisberger after the pick six. Marcus Wheaton was the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down. And when this offense is clicking on all cylinders, the running back is in sync as well.
The focal point. Runs, catches, blocks, sets a tone for the offense.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And Green with a catch left side. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now Roethlisberger on first down. A screen to Bell. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be second down. To throw again is Roethlisberger. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Terrell McClain continuing to fight downfield. The big tackle gets him for a loss of 11. Second down, sack by the defense. What type of pressure will they bring here on third? We'll see. Now Ben on 3rd and long. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. You know, last week, Charles, I asked you about this Dallas defense. What do you make of an 8-1? So much hype about the offense. Let's turn it defensive.
And they're a defense that really doesn't care about who gets the credit. And I know that's one of those great cliches. But they don't have that superstar that everyone just latches onto, except maybe Sean Lee, their linebacker, who I think is a marvelous player all over the field when he's out there. But also, in this game, as a return to the Pittsburgh area where he grew up, and grew up a Steelers fan. Had to be very sweet for him to take away a victory.
Exactly. Get to 8-1. They're going on 4th down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Here comes the 11 on offense back onto the field for Dallas. And Ezekiel Elliott effusively praised his O-line after their Week 10 win. Said, bottom line, I'm running behind the best O-line in the league.
And he's right. And they invested in this offensive line. Travis Frederick, the center, who's a Pro Bowl guy, a first-round pick. Tyron Smith, left tackle, first-round pick. Zach Martin, right guard, first-round pick. No accident, they're all Pro Bowlers and all pro players. But at left guard, Ronald Leary is playing awfully well, filling in for Lyle Collins, who many thought would be a first-round pick, and Doug Free is steady Eddie at right tackle. This unit is terrific, and when we talk about MVPs, these guys won't win it, but we should mention them.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a second down at 5 here to start things out. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Let's go.
Throwing on 3rd down. Romo surveying the field. Eluding the pressure right. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Cole Beasley, the intended target. And 4th down coming up.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you've got to defend it the same way you would defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play through the receivers. And on that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
And Bailey able to knock it through. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. And Pittsburgh set to take.
Seeing him out on the field.
Yeah, it really is. That injury that he had during the bowl game against Ohio State, boy, that hurt his draft stock. So nice to see him out there.
I had him rated as the top player in his class in 2016 before his injury. He ends up going in the second round, and now he's starting to make the plays we expected to see.
I got 11. Here we go. Blue 30. Hey, check.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. All right, partner, I want to check in on a talking point we had week 1. Dark horse playoff contenders. You threw out Oakland and Jacksonville. Oakland's still looking good.
But they're living up to it, tied for first in the AFC West. How about Jacksonville? Really struggling right now at 2-7. I don't know what they're going to do to bump things up. But how about the NFC West? The Rams said they weren't going to be 7-9 this year. They're 4-5, but they need to make their push starting right now. And no one talked about Detroit in the preseason. Matthew Stafford and the Lions are 5-4 and ahead in the NFC North.
Here on the play clock. Yeah, the play clock running down, so Mike Tomlin burns a timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. And on 2nd and 10 now. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Second and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack, although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't, because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that. And the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you face an intentional grounding call. And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
And he locates Wheaton, complete. That one good for 10 yards. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
I know they got the first down, but Brandon, I still don't like the call going for it there. Yeah, they got it, but I would have punted the ball there, played some field position. I mean, it's okay to end drives and kicks, right? You know, we've heard that from different guys before. Remember, a kick's either a punt, right, field goal, or a point after touchdown. It's okay to end it in a kick.
On 1st and 10, it's right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Tyrone Crawford in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger to the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. That'll be a gain of 15 yards, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. 3rd and 2. Now Roethlisberger. This is Bell on the dump off. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And his throw here's incomplete. And the seemingly endless drive continues. 3rd and 11. And some extra depth in the secondary here. They're in the dime. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. And now the offense operates in the red zone. On the counter, here's Bell. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
But there's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
On second down, here's Roethlisberger. Out left here, it's complete to Wheaton. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. They come out here in the eye. Big, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. And Roethlisberger taking it in. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, you heard it, right?
Exhale.
You heard the exhale, and I'm taking that from their bench because finally, right before the half, they find a way to get the ball in the end zone and get some points on the board. Maybe they can use that to kickstart them for the second half.
Yeah, just to get something before going into the lockers. And now in the second half, they can just tighten.
That's what they want to do. Tighten down everything they're doing, and then maybe explode at the right time.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
He's got time. Dancing to his left. Give him 11 on the gain there. And it'll be first down. And we're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And that one will go in this first half. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side. And they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. The Steeler offense now with the football first here to begin the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But
this
you're going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Justin Duran in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight. And now they're in the hurry-up.
These two.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. On the right side, caught by Green. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That'll be a gain of 16. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough. Swing the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. So he makes the grab, and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line, giving them time to complete that first down pass.
They come out here in the eye. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. And this will be incomplete. Well, Charles, we had one of the best innings, if not the best of the season in Week 10. Will Parks of the Broncos returning that block kick down the sideline. White cleat, white sideline. Did he step out? Hard to tell.
Before I even get to that answer, you know what it reminds me of? A hockey player told me a long time ago, you never wrap your stick with white tape because then the goalie can find the puck a lot easier. Wrap it with black tape to try and hide it a little bit. We talk about a white shoe on a white sideline. Hard to tell whether he did or didn't. And since the call on the field was he didn't, it had to stand. So that made it really work out well. So if you're going to play, white cleats might be the way to go.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And he got it done in the passing game on that play. It was almost like a run because he caught it right around the line of scrimmage. Either way, he got a big chunk of yards after making the catch.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
And there was a good opportunity. Just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Here's Roethlisberger. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. So now it's 1st and goal. Now Bell. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Blue 30.
On second down, and he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Roughing the passer, that's shades of Charles Davis back in his playing days.
Oh, I sure wish it had been, Brandon. Back in my day, I didn't hit anyone hard enough to rough the passer. I had a number of teammates that handled that for me.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. And they're going to speed things up here. Roethlisberger, and he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Ben Roethlisberger, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Steelers have now made this a 1-score game. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. Boy, it's only a 1-score game. 3rd quarter, mind you, but they're going to go for the onside kick right here. And the Cowboys are able to recover. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
26 yards on the pickup there. And that leads to a Dallas first down.
I know that in recent years, it's been tough on Tony Romo. A lot of injuries have piled up, but he's still able to sling it, Brandon. Look at that throw.
Yeah, he can. By the way, you know his given name on his birth certificate?
Hit me.
Antonio Ramiro Romo.
That flows
He's got a good ring,
well,
so I'm going to start calling him Antonio.
The lyrical one.
Romo gives to Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
In as many coaches' meetings as we sit in, we hear the word finish all the time, don't we? And on that play, the back actually finished getting into the end zone, breaking the last tackle. Tried to wrap up, tried to use the proper technique, just wasn't able to get it done.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. And quickly, they get to the line.
Well, it hasn't been a whole lot of fun for Le'Veon Bell in this ball game, trying to find room to run the ball. I'm sure they're going to have to change some things up because he's so versatile. They've got to get the ball in his hands somehow and create some space because they're losing this game.
Well, defensively, you got to key in on Bell, make him the focal point to stop it, and they've been able to do that.
And he has gotten better every year he's been in the league, always adding something to his game, one of the premier runners in the NFL.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. They come up with one running back. That's Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. A screen to Bell. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. And a quick throw here that's complete. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Two.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Sean Lee in there to drop him the 7th time tonight. He's gone down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Play clock winding down. Now Ben on 3rd and long. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
These two. Hurry up, let's go.
Here we go. It's Roethlisberger on 4th down. And that is incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up in.
I wanna live like the smart